Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready. Let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show. Hello, folks, and welcome back, new and old. Young and old.
Hopefully a lot of old
And
and a lot of new.
Oh,
Hopefully.
that's a lot of a lot. I like it, Cerny. This coaster, my bottle is not fitting
I know.
perfectly on there. Well, folks, we are here with a little Chip and Cern.
Genius. Ask Chip and Cern.
Oh, is it ask or is it we are advising?
Of sorts. You're correct.
You're
You're asking in your head, but we're advising you.
You're asking, but we're just going to tell you.
Yes.
A little dating advice, perhaps. Maybe we have sourced a few articles on a men's site.
Yes.
I guess we're just on it for the articles. And Chip and Cern Show, we listen for the articles, not the dick jokes and dildos falling from the skies, as we've been talking about lately. So there's a few of these, you always see them on Cosmo or whatever, or like 10 things to make your man's member bigger. And basically we're going to go in and find these
Basically what the Lifetime Network is built off.
Right.
Yeah.
How to make your dick bigger.
Perfect.
And shoot fat loads. That's what chicks want, right?
Yeah.
So we hear them, I just want a guy with shoot a fat load on me.
Right in my face.
I always love getting jizz in my eyes. I like the way it burns, particularly. Why am I a lady talking like a trucker? I don't know. I'm at a truck stop in a glory hole. Okay, that took a dastardly turn. All right, this is something that has, in the modern age of cell phones, I don't know if everyone's familiar with a mobile device.
Cellulars, I
Yeah.
believe.
Sexting is happening a lot. This is texting, a little naughty texting.
Okay.
Maybe some pictures, titties, bush,
Titties.
ass, bulge, penis, balls, asshole. What other things do you sext? Toes, if they have a foot thing.
Oh, yeah. Depends on the fetish.
Yeah, it could be. Your sexting
From
could be
your
anything.
lady earlier, your farm animals, from your truckers.
Oh.
And I don't know.
It could be.
Could be.
And yeah, the house dog. Who knows? The house dog.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, that took an odd turn.
We're getting a bestiality.
We are now. We've now
Sexting the bestiality.
sexting to illegal sex practices on animals. And a dirty talk
Okay.
as well.
Yes.
So, when you match somebody on Tinder, Bumble, or, any of the other Plenty of Fish,
Swipe right or is it left? Which one is it?
swipe right,
I think it's right.
I think to approve.
Okay.
This shows how in touch Sarah and
Yeah.
I are with the youth of America today. You swipe right to, like, a thumbs up, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We swiped right a while ago, and we're locked. So
Yeah.
obviously, these tips are going to work.
Yeah.
If you got Chip and Cern, you get hit.
It's like getting tips from Hall of Famers, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
There you go.
Like Nolan Ryan shows you his I don't know how much change-ups he was throwing, but his slider
Heater.
grip. Yeah,
Yeah,
his heater
his
grip.
curveball
You
or
probably
whatever.
pay attention to that. So, sexting, a little dirty talk texting. Here are, I guess, 5 things that you should know before sending her that thirsty late-night text.
So this is probably more so speaking in the male perspective. Could be female as well, but
It's true.
I'm going to assume, well, it's from...
Maybe you've been dating for a few
Yeah,
minutes.
it's from a male side. So
Yeah.
it's from a guy. Basically, a guy's point of view texting to a woman.
So we've all been there. You're fired up.
Okay, yeah.
And you're like, I could use, a release of some sort. Or, you have this lady maybe you've grabbed some drinks with, had a date with, banged knock boots a few times, and now you're going for that booty call
Okay.
at night.
Okay.
And I guess you're supposedly to think through this list, and we're basically going to tell you if it's bunk or if it's useful.
So I can tell you right now, just from sitting back and looking, if you're fired up, the thought process.
Yeah, you're not.
going through steps in your head is
There's,
not.
there's
not
no
happening.
steps.
There's only one.
Yeah. What's the fastest way that I could get my nut off? That's the step that you're thinking in
That's
your
the
head.
only one.
And if you have, Sarah Smiles' phone number up in your phone, and you're gonna fire off it's 12:45 a.m. What
Tantalizing tweet.
are you doing? What are you up to right now?
Hey.
Well, I'm just sitting here. My painting. I'm super soaked. I'm super moist, and I'd really like to take a big, preferably your big throbbing cock into my vagina and ass.
Oh.
I'm glad you reached out to me because I was doing nothing else.
Yeah. This actually is a relief. It is a relief.
Thank you for doing such a thing. So, how do you feel? This is the first question. I have never really asked myself that question before.
Yeah. How do I feel?
If
If you're charged up,
you know how you feel.
yeah.
So here's some suggestions from a 25-year-old social media editor.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
someone really in the know, not us, apparently. When should I text her? Shouldn't it be the most prominent question that runs through your mind after seeing her? Don't play games. The whole time wait 3-day rule is a page that should be burned out of your playbook immediately. Oh, you wait 3 days before texting?
So is this like the first? Is this the text after
I
a
guess
date?
we should have done some more research on this. It seems to be our theme throughout our podcast. Oh, you matched on Tinder and you've been on a date or hooked up. So it could be either
Okay.
one of these
So you're
things.
still charged up.
Yeah, you're still
We're still within our premise.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to text her the second she leaves, then do it. If you want to text her the next week because you have a free minute, do it as well. Okay, that's interesting. So this suggestion is kind of go with your heart.
Okay, so then my question to that clown would
Okay.
be:
I got my
What
keyboard
are
ready.
your intentions? Are you looking for
the
a
text?
girlfriend?
Oh,
Are you
right.
looking to just knock
Yeah.
boots? Because
That's a good
I
point.
get the text her right after she leaves, or a week later. The week later would imply, well, I'm just trying to
Right.
get a side chick going.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's a good point, Cerny. How do you feel? Well, you know how you feel because if you're going to text, and this specific, most guys are not thinking it through.
No.
How they're feeling. They already know what's going on. But I do
trying
kind
to
of
trying to get this boner squared away.
got a situation need to take care of down here. The 5-inch Grinch won't leave. Don't play game. Yeah, I like the don't play games thing. I think that's
do
a
like
good rule of thumb. Like, guys, I would say sometimes complain like, oh, women always just are trying to play games, or
Yeah.
they won't text, or they'll only text you 3 times and you'll never hear back, kind of shit. I like the don't play games.
Brass tacks. Get down to it.
Go with your heart. So, if she, you just had dinner and you walked her to her door, and I don't know, is that a thing that you do anymore? Walk people to their door after you made out on the porch? She gave you she grabbed your, throttled your erection through your jeans.
Over the pants handy.
Over the pants handy, and you're going back to your car, and you sit in your car and you're like, oh, just text her and be like, a lot of fun tonight.
We should do it again.
Then 2 seconds later, would be like you see the bubble still. If you see the bubble that she's texting back, and then just say, "This raging hard on won't leave me. Help, SOS, raging hard on."
SOS.
Okay, I mean we solved that problem. We knocked that one out of the park.
We did.
Question 2: how did you meet? Okay,
Okay, that
this is good too. I've noticed a lot of if you're meeting on these apps, everything's very quick.
yeah.
Very okay, you didn't hit it off within a sentence
Yeah.
or your opening line. These people have to be fucking comedians with
Have you seen those
oh yeah,
those stupid ass?
yeah, the Tinder screen caps, I guess, of
Yeah.
their corny things. one that was pretty funny that I could see, and if I was on the Tinder game, I would totally be stealing these.
Oh yeah, I'd be taking notes for sure.
One was how much? What's that dumb joke that's how many polar bears does it take to break the ice, or something like that? And the lady answered oh, they weigh 900 and whatever pounds, and he said, "Do you like to get your ass eaten?" That was an. That was just an extra response. And it got back a nothing. A big nothing on that one. But
well, worth a shot, I
that
guess.
would be kind of funny. And I guess if I was a chick and I like to get my ass eaten, I would say kudos to you. I will.
Or were the profiles that say 21, love pizza and butt stuff.
I know they we should bring in some youth. We should bring some youth in and go through the Tinder, like the anatomy of a Tinder profile.
Oh, you know, he's a clown.
Mm-hmm.
He's my brother.
Well, I was going to say
Okay.
my brother too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Your brother's a clown, and
Yeah.
so is mine. though.
Okay. Well,
This is a theme.
they could clown in here. They both had Tinder.
Bumble. My brother's on
Bumble.
Bumble.
James was on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Tinder
he still is.
My brother said that Tinder, you're just getting tons of of the fake. Like you'll match like the hottest chick ever, and she'll say, "Come check out my webcam," at blah blah, blah. And they're just trying to get you over to their pay site or whatever. But my brother, we were at, and I was back at like Thanksgiving or something. He's like, "Oh, I changed my profile pictures for Bumble, and I'm starting to get a lot more matches." And he's using pictures that he's like, "Oh, this is one that we took. He took it with my daughter." Like she's on the lap, so he's like, he's like, "Oh, my niece" or whatever.
Oh no,
And
shameless.
he's getting how I'm like, "You're using my daughter to fucking increase your matches on Bumble."
Genius.
Thought, yeah. And we were reading over his description, and I was like, "Oh, I was cringing."
Was it corny?
It was like baseball, pizza, mountain biking, being a gentleman, or it's just like a bunch of sense. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Oh, I don't even know.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess if you're gonna shoot that text off, it does depend how you met.
Yeah, I think
If it's
Tinder or Bumble,
fucking fire away.
because if you no time invested, just go for the home run. Fuck it.
These apps, it's like, imagine being a fisherman and you have 100 rods and you just all cast out.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You don't get. You're gonna catch one of these things eventually, right?
Exactly.
But if it like, you and whoever went out to drinks because it's someone from work or their friend, they're trying to set you up, then you might want to double think about trying to send that booty call text because that's gonna fucking get back to you, right?
Play a little safe, like
Yeah.
your the guy you work with, a real nice guy, asked me to eat my ass.
He wanted to tongue punch my fart box, and we grabbed coffee. He said he wanted.
His raging boner
Right.
was not going to work itself.
He wanted me to turn me into a dirty cum slut. We grabbed salads at lunch.
And he said he wanted to toss mine. Don't get it.
That was a great salad. I'd like to toss yours later and eat your ass. Well, that is the same thing. So that's, I think, too, how you meet is, I would say for most scenarios, fire away.
Yeah.
The only one to be, if
you
you're
have
getting set up with somebody or it's like a friend or something
Especially,
like that.
I think a
Work thing.
Work
could
thing,
be,
yeah.
that
'cause
could be trouble.
that could follow you right back in the workplace.
Yeah.
He is dirty.
And then, you're walking by the break room. There goes old salad tosser Chip. There he goes.
There goes shit breath.
Right. You got a little ass on your tongue there. Is that a turd between your teeth, you ass eater?
And now I know you're a brown nose.
Or you're getting a bunch of emails from the lady coworkers like,
Oh, that could work out.
"Oh,
So it depends.
are you still into eating asses?" Not yours. No.
No, I actually retired last night.
All right. How are things between you? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
Did you guys hit it off on the date, or
Pretty
was it
common
a? Yeah, I mean, this is a.
It was a disastrous dating texture.
Right. You want to fuck? Like being so crass.
Hey, sexy.
Yeah. I know you threw a martini in my face, but
How moist are you right now?
right, super wasted. And I got like a half a hard on.
You can basically go all night on a whiskey dick, man.
If you want to help me out, you hit me up, girl. Love you, babe. All right, what do you want to say? The Windshine texter.
I think we've
Right,
expressed what we want to say.
I think we've. We've given you a few
Well, why not?
templates, a few templates to work with, if you'd like.
How traditional is she? Okay, that
Oh
would.
yeah,
that
how
would.
traditional. So, I mean, if you met her through the Mormon Church, probably don't ask to eat her ass. Because I heard those underwear are tough to get off.
Oh, God.
Let alone.
True.
I don't know what a. Well, never mind. We won't go into Mormon ass eating. But I mean, that is, you can kind of get a sense of things. I guess I don't know if she has a lot of piercings or tattoo. Make some judgments. Judge
Yeah.
somebody.
At some certain times you can judge the book by its cover.
You might have
if
to.
she's, I never wear clothes above my knee, and people that swear repulse me. And then they'll be like, "Hey, sexy bitch, let me just eat your fucking ass."
Yeah, if that's a great point, Cerny. If you're out and you drop an F-bomb and you see her go, oh, a little taken back, then you're like, this lady couldn't handle it. Or on the way to the date, you throw on the Chip and Cern show and see how that works out. Isn't that funny, eating ass? What do you think? Oh, actually, I enjoyed it. And then you just turn that car around and take her right back home.
Perfect.
Dive into that dumper.
And now, if she rejects the Chip and Cern show, just pull over, let her out on the curb right there,
and take back that sticker you gave her. It's not worth it. Well, we've solved that problem.
All right.
So you know when to text.
Yeah.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
And your ass-eating nose. We mentioned this, dating a coworker.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. Now, in general, Cerny, I would say probably not a good idea.
So let's say, alter universe, we're not married. I would still say no to this on the grounds of, especially like a dating, like they're saying. If it goes bad, you still have to see that.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
It's going to be awkward for others in the office.
I would say even that would be, I don't even know. I can't really think of a good, unless the only way I can think that it would be approved in a Chip and Cern approval. Let's say you work for like a 3,000 person company and they are from the Chicago office and you work out of San Francisco and they're in for work and you guys hit it off and you have a little fling going on. They're there for a week or two. Go for it.
Okay, that works.
And then if you can break it off and Cerny's talking about like, you work next to Susie every day and you guys go on a couple dates and you knock boots a few times and then you kind of break it off. Usually breakups don't go like super smooth.
No.
So now you're going to be working with her, seeing her every day, and it is just going to be ugly.
Water cooler talk.
And then news of your baby dick's going to get around the office. You're in fucking trouble. I'll tell you about that right now.
He tried to eat my ass.
Right. The first date.
Can you believe it?
Right. He took me to an Irish dive bar, and he gave me a Smittix.
Irish car bomb.
And a Tullamore Dew. Shot of Cutty Sark. And and he said, I'd just love to bend you over this bar stool and eat your ass. How many times have we said eat your ass in this episode? We're going to cut it up. Oh, boy, this is not for the faint of heart. This is very silly. You want to make sure she's worth it.
How would you know? Well, I guess if you see him regular, I don't even know that though.
You can. Well, the thing about the coworker, you get a lot of backstory. You can kind of feel him out a little bit more because I'm decently friendly with a couple coworkers, and what the fuck is this ad on the side here? So we're looking at this thing. It says,
"How did you know I was looking at it?"
It's just the clickbait bullshit on the site. It's 20 seriously dumb Kickstarters that never should have existed. It looks like a pair of clear panties, but it looks like a maxi pad.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know, but I saw Cerny staring at the screen. I knew 100% what he was talking about.
What the fuck is that?
We might have to put. I'm gonna screen cap this because it's just too fucking ridiculous.
So there is
the coworker. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, how was your Thanksgiving? Oh, I was with my family. If you hear things like, oh, well, my parents, my crazy things about family, and you can really feel them out a little bit better than
Thanksgiving with my cats. All 7 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She always has a lint roller going, and you're like, oh boy, stay away from that one. And I mean, I guess you can, do a little LinkedIn snooping, maybe, or maybe you're Facebook friends with some of your coworkers.
Yeah,
and you kind of go back and see like whatever her situation is. So you can do a little bit more homework on coworkers. So that's a good tip, I would say.
Don't let office hookups earn you a reputation.
Yeah.
I agree.
We had a guy at my old office that it was like whenever a new girl would come work there, he would, do you need help? This is how you say your email up. And he would always try to sidle in first. And it was like, there he goes. He's hell thirsty, fucking going fresh meat, kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is kind of his gig that he would do. And he definitely had that reputation of like, he's trying to get with the new girl, or, people would be interviewing people and who's that? Where's she what department is she gonna work in? Like, don't worry, you can't fucking sink your teeth into this one. Eddie the Ass Eater. That could be your name around the office. This is obviously very important.
Yes.
You want to review your company's policy on this sort of business.
Absolutely. I don't know. Well, actually, I know we don't, because I know we have a married couple in our company. So I know there's...
I don't think they can outlaw it, but as like, you have to let them know, right?
Oh.
Yeah, might have to tell HR, we're dating or whatever, or... if she's your manager or a couple levels up or whatever the situation is.
Yeah, that would be a little sticky as well.
Yeah. Unless you're trying to get that promotion.
Oh, there you go.
Obviously, don't engage at PDA at work. That would be... Could you imagine?
Smacking her ass.
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Keep throwing Sharpies on the floor near her desk. She's like bending over. I mean, that kind of goes without saying. I hope that you don't have... sure, nabbing a quickie or a makeout session in your office is hot.
Oh.
Duh.
Yeah, what?
But, I mean, come on. And, people are going to be... And there's fucking cameras everywhere now. Every office.
Yeah.
And badges, beep to get into this door, to get in that door. They're going to know shit's happening.
It would be tough.
And then you engage in that, and then you come up here and you're like, earn the reputation as the guy that, used the conference room to, bed down a lady or a man.
There's blue stains still sit on the carpet to this day.
He trips semen everywhere. Do talk about the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Oh, so now you're like, if we break up, how are we going to handle this? Well,
so that sounds all great on paper, but I think when it comes down to it, it might not go according to the script.
Yeah. No, hold on. You're being a huge bitch, but if you look at number 3 that we agreed on, it said not to be a huge bitch.
You were making a scene, and number 4...
No scene making.
No scene making. No name calling, and you are clearly breaking that right now.
You called me a prick. And you never sucked it either.
And I ate your...
Right, and I ate your ass. Don't date your boss.
Duh.
Yeah, that's... Or don't, if you're a boss, don't date the fucking intern or any of the shit that's going to get you fired.
Or I don't know if it's the right way of thinking, but it would be really bad to let somebody underneath you have something on, a power, a leverage point on you. Well,
right.
Because just in case, little, Susie Smiles or whatever you call it, your secretary, she's just, she's not going to make it. I got to cut her. He ate my ass.
Okay.
I thought I was going to get fired if I didn't say yes.
And then, but you probably would get you'd have to get a bigger Christmas gift bonus.
True.
Do take your relationship public. Yeah, I mean, that's,
right away?
I don't know. When would you, I would say if you're kind of serious.
Yeah, once you, maybe when you get past the dating, the first few dates.
probably once you're serious, like maybe once your friends know or something, because then at that point it's like you got to let HR know or whatever the situation.
Yeah.
Last one here, don't give them special treatment. Duh.
Okay.
Don't we know that? We mentioned that probably already. Now, okay, I think we nailed that one.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Easy.
Should we go? Okay, this might go along. This question probably gets asked a lot. That why don't women make the first move? I mean, what would really make sense is get some women in here to talk about this. But we will just go.
We'll try to sink into the psyche of women.
Cerny and I will use our women's intuition.
There you go.
To get into this. I agree wholeheartedly with this first point of that society considers it unfeminine and too aggressive.
Yeah.
So I'll say, if you saw a woman like grab a guy and like start making out with him,
Whoa.
Slut.
Yeah.
Like, look at that slut.
She
there.
likes
Like,
the pooper.
Yeah. Oh, I can. Yeah. Arc one on her face. Whatever you're thinking.
Yeah.
I would totally. Agree
wow.
with that. So that's a good.
Yeah, I
we
think
should
you're
break
right.
this.
I think you're right because in the
trend,
back of my mind, I'm like, ooh, what kind of diseases does she have?
Right, but there should no reason why.
No,
Because
there's no
you know,
reason.
And women should make the first move. Is kind of what we're saying.
Yeah.
How many of these are there? Oh, only. Okay, that's good.
Because if women, for the most part, I think if they made the first move, I think getting shot down wise, the percentage of guys getting shot down by women and women getting shot down by guys,
right.
I think guys they'll see a lot of it through.
Yeah.
Whether it's just just for getting their dick sucked or actually a date, they're like, sure.
Yeah, that's a good point, Cerny. Guys are more lenient.
And even so, I don't know about you, Chip, but let's just say we're sitting at a bar and a guy like, can I sit here? Usually women, my friend's here, or I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
I think like if I was in a girl, maybe not attractive, because can I sit here? Sure, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's a good point. And sometimes women are a little bit more defensive.
Yeah,
as well. Like they kind of got to have their guard up, sort of thing. That's a good point.
Don't want to get date raped.
That's true.
Don't want to get Cosby'd.
And women don't need to make the first move. Well, that's true as well.
Yes, this is true.
So they're contradicting the
Should they?
thing right off the way. Women fear rejection as well.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's true. I mean,
it's a possibility.
we're putting ourselves in some shoes that aren't everyone's shoes, Cerny.
Oh.
There's some ladies that could have self-esteem issues that,
true.
If they ran into the wrong guy that goes, "No, fatty, get out of here," or something.
Yeah.
They're going to be all
upset.
Yeah, a little gun shy.
Take it with a grain of
next
salt.
Time. But yeah, I mean, I think. Let's see. Okay, if you want the girl to make the first move, here's what they're suggesting. It's helpful for you to adopt positive, open body language.
Is this like? No, I
Consider
agree.
sending a smile across the room to signal it's okay for her to approach you. That could borderline creepy, I would say. Sometimes, like,
yes,
you're just at the bar, you got your man spreading a bit. You're just like scoping out some broads.
Your dick's acting like the little submarine.
Right. You got the Loch Ness Monster in your Levi's, and you're just looking out in the bar and like,
what's that thing called? The
periscope.
Periscope, yeah.
And you're looking
periscope.
out, winking at girls, smiling.
Oh my God.
I think you'd be booted. They would have you by the shirt collar and the jeans, just whoop, throw you right out,
tasing your ass.
Yeah. I would say, yeah. I don't know if I'd be sending smiles across the room, but if a lady does come up to you, maybe don't stand there with your arms folded, or
Side
kind of
view.
seem more open
Yeah.
to it, I guess would be the thing. And don't be so. Don't, if she comes over, hey, how's it going? Don't fucking look down on your phone and start tweeting or checking what the fucking score of the game is.
Yeah.
Look at her, engage her in conversation, put your beer down.
It's like you've known that mysterious guy.
Oh, Mysterio, or what was his
I
name?
forget his name though. What was his name?
He was the dating guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Chick Magnet,
What a
whatever
fool.
the fuck he called himself again.
Yeah. What was he? Chick? He had a fucking top hat on.
Yeah.
He had the first top hat since Abe Lincoln. Some men feel emasculated by forward women. I could see that for sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, definitely a traditional gender role. The woman is maybe not the forward person in the relationship. But, you know, there are some guys that need that and that do like that. But I could see if a woman came on strong to a guy that they could be like, oh, you know, what's she trying to do? Wear the pants or some, you know, some shit like that.
And, you know, I wouldn't think that way. I can see where it happens.
Right.
Like, whoa, she's a bear. She's a control freak or something. You know, they can whatever. But
Yeah, I could see that. Totally. Oh, okay. Oh, making the first move requires creativity, which is time consuming. Okay, particularly in the context of dating apps like Tinder, making the first move always means someone comes up with a witty opening line to stand out. So sometimes women don't do that, I guess. Interesting. Listing out your interests means she'll have more of an idea what she can talk to you about. Oh, so it's a little bit harder for women to kind of go out and, you know, break the ice, sort of. So even though guys have traditionally, quote unquote, been doing it for a while, you know, it's hard work. They're just acknowledging that breaking the ice and coming up with that first witty comment or opening line or
give them a laugh or something. Yeah.
something is tough. So that's maybe why women aren't so forward.
Okay.
Okay.
I can buy it.
Number 6, I definitely will kind of agree. It goes back to that first point. They don't want to appear desperate.
Yeah.
So if they're like coming up like, oh, hi, like, how's it going? Like, oh, she must be really wanting it, or slutty or whatever the fucking.
She's going to have cobwebs over
Right.
the pussy.
Right, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so that could be the case as well. So that's very into
The perception.
Yeah. They forget that being the pursuer is even a possibility. Well, that's true. Maybe they got out of a relationship where, you know, they weren't like the dominant one, forward one, power position. So maybe they're just not used to that and have to do a little
leader
reprogramming.
of the pride.
Yeah. They could have, you know. Yeah. Maybe they're back in the dating scene after been out for a while.
Hiatus.
A little hiatus, if you will. Well, you did, because you said it, and I echoed you. Again, that's a horrible habit I have. They're not sure. They're totally not sure about you. Well, guys are fucking weird, so I guess I don't really blame you.
Okay, so if they're... Okay, yeah, I can get that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that maybe, you know, there's the weirdo that... Oh, he seems nice. Usually the nice ones are serial killers.
He skins cats in his basement.
He must live with his mom.
Right.
He must have a pack of
Yeah.
roofies in his fucking pocket right now.
Yeah. It's a good point. Depends what his drink is, too.
That
would be very...
That would be. If he's drinking... So, okay, so that brings me to... Let me just ask you. Serial killer drink at the bar.
Serial killer drink.
What's he drinking?
Fucking club soda and lime. I don't drink alcohol.
That's true.
Like to be in control of all my faculties, unlike you will be later in my basement next to my skinned cats. That's what he's thinking.
This is true. If they go to the bar by themselves and they're drinking a Coke.
Oh, yeah, like a non-alcoholic.
But they're there by themselves. They're not like the DD or anything like that. First of all, it's fucking Uber. But you know, they then that's a problem.
And what are they into at the bar, the serial killer? Shooting pool by themselves? And they like stack the, you know, a roll of quarters on the thing. Like, I got the table for the next couple hours.
Oh.
I'm shooting pool here. Or are they rocking the jukebox?
Rocking the jukebox. I'm going to say they're rocking the jukebox.
Uh-huh.
But they're sitting in the, you know, like most bars have maybe like a horseshoe or a straight, you know.
Yeah.
They're sitting off to where the lighting's not so good, but they're sitting by themselves. Just
to not be identified.
Correct.
Drinking their Coca-Colas or Dr. Peppers.
In what I'm going to imagine is acid wash jeans with like the New Balance style
Nike
shoe.
New Balance white. Yep.
Laced super tight with a big bow.
Okay.
A belt with like a flannel shirt tucked in.
Oh.
Sort of brown jacket over top.
Okay.
No.
Like a suede.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when they when they have found their mark,
Oh, there we go.
then they go after 6 Coca-Colas.
Oh, and you know what? They probably have like their hair, but it's really like greased, like. But he has like the front, like the
Pompadour.
pompadour. Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
And when they found their mark before they move in, Jameson, please, bartender, shoots it back, no change in facial expression, slides it over, goes to make his kill.
No change.
No, just like he drank a glass of holy water. Slides it back with a 20. You never saw me. Snaps the pool cue over his thing and stabs the lady in her neck. And somehow is able to, I don't know, whatever he does.
Picks up an alley cat along the way home.
Yeah. Get your house cat. Well, chances are we are probably fairly off base on most of our topics, most of our suggestions. But I mean, send us your feedback.
If you
We'd
agree,
like to hear it.
If you even disagree, we'd like to hear it.
Or a dating advice, a scenario, or a topic you would like us to tackle. Shoot it our way. Do one of our communique channels.
Chip and Stern Show at gmail.com. You can do a Chip and Stern Show at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yes, Instagram. And be sure to check out if you want some merch, stickers, hats, and T-shirts, Black Friday sale all year long. chipandsternshow.com/shop. And be sure to check out our collaboration we just did with Elemental Supply. We reviewed some top platinum album songs, and we made a collaborative playlist with them, and that episode was a lot of fun.
Very fun.
elementalsupply.com as well as chipandsternshow.com. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Stern.
Cheers.